हेलो डियर फ्रेंड्स बिजनेस हेल्पलाइन चैनल को आपण मान को बहुत बहुत स्वागत। आज आम देखा टॉप बेस्ट ऑफ बेस्ट करंट अफेयर जोटा कि आम 21st रु आरंभ करके 31 जनवरी 2024 पर्यंत आपड़ जदि एसएससी रेलवेज ओपीएससी ओएसएससी ओटीपीएससी टीचिंग जेकोसी एग्जाम प्रिपेयर कर निश्चित भाव आपको हेल्पफुल रहा। चलते स्टार्ट करवा। Which Indian city hosted the country's first UCI 2.2 multi-stage cycling race, the Bajaj Pune Grand Tour 2026? Answer होची पुणे। Where will India's Energy Week 2026 be held? Answer होची गोवा। With which group is India about to sign a comprehensive trade agreement known as the mother of all deals? Answer होची आपनकर यूरोपियन यूनियन EU. Which neighboring country has extended the ban on the use of its airspace for Indian flights until February 2026? Pakistan. Which fintech company has recently received a SEBI approved to launch an IPO? PhonePe. Type 096 Tang class ballistic missile submarine belongs to which country? China. Which state police force has launched an Operation Prahar to dismantle gangster networks? Punjab Police. Which union territory recently declared the striped tiger butterfly as state butterfly? Chandigarh. In which city was the Indian Army annual artillery firing exercise Tapchi 2026 held? Nasik, Maharashtra. Which country has assumed the chair of the International Institute of the Democracy and Electoral Assistance International IDA for the 2026? India. Who will replace Dipender Goyal as the CEO of the Eternal Limited parent company of Zomato and Blinkit from February? Sivajani Albinder Dinadesa. Okay. Next Asla, who became the first tennis player to win 100 plus matches in three different Grand Slam tournament? Novak Djokovic. Delhi police has partnered with which company to develop smart glass for identifying criminal in crowds? Angia Lens. India will celebrate the year 2026 as the year of the culture, tourism and AI. Which country? Spain. Which country will host the BRICS summit in 2026? India. who who has been appointed as the DIG of the CRPF, such as Ravi Shankar Chavi? Which new system will be introduced for the attendance of the MPs from the Lok Sabha budget session 2026? Digital attendance system. Japan recently started a reactor at which of the world's largest nuclear power plants? Kashiwazaki Kariba. Which new scheme was launched by the Union Minister Amit Shah to promote traditional food of district in Uttar Pradesh? One district, one cuisine. Which hypersonic missile will DRDO showcase for the first time at the 77th Republic Day parade? Long range anti-ship hypersonic missile LRSHM. Under which operation did security forces eliminate 15 Marxists in Jharkhand Saran the border strategy? Operation Meghbur. Which country replaced Bangladesh in the T20 World Cup 2026 after its withdrawal? Scotland. Kamla and Pusa DST are new genome edited variety of which come paddy. How many questions will be asked to the citizen in the first page of census 2027 33? Which institution was selected for the Subhash Chandra Bose Disaster Management Award 2026? Sikkim State Disaster Management Authority. Who received the Subhash Chandra Bose Okay, same. Okay. Who received the Subhash Chandra Bose Disaster Management Award 2026 in the individual category? Lieutenant Colonel Sita Silke. Then world's oldest rock art was discovered on the Munna Island on which country? Indonesia. Which AI-based robot has been deployed by the East Coast Railway at the Visakhapatnam station for the security surveillance? SSC Arjun. From which city did PM Narendra Modi launch the PM Sannidhi credit card for state vendor? Thiruvananthapuram. Which institution successfully performed India's first laparoscopic simple surgery, aims New Delhi. Researchers from the which institution created the first 3D map of magnetic field inside the sun? That was IIT Kanpur. What was the theme of the Uttar Pradesh Day celebrated from January 24 to 26, 2026? Viksit Bharat, Viksit Uttar Pradesh. Which tennis player set a world record by the winning age 400 Grand Slam match at the Australian Open? Novak Djokovic. Who was honored with the Ati Visist Rail Seva Puraskar 2025 for rescuing over 1,500 children from the human trafficking? Mm, Chandana Sinha. Chandana Sinha. Okay, next. In which state has the Sardar Patel Industrial Area Scheme launched to establish employment zone in every district? Uttar Pradesh. Which indigenous stock breeding of the Indian Army be included in the Republic Day Parade 2026 for the first time? সেটা হচ্ছে মুধুল হুন্ডু, রামপুর হুন্ডু, চিপ্পাপারাই, কোমাবারাই and Rajapalayam. Okay, next. What is the official name of the National Voters Day 2026? My India, My Vote. Which writer from the West Bengal will receive the Padma Shri 2026 for contribution to Santali in literature? Rabilal Tudu. Which two Indian cricketers have been selected for the Padma Shri Award 2026? Rohit Sharma and Harmanpreet Kaur. Which coach was posthumously awarded for the Padma Shri 2026 for contribution to sports? Hauchi Vladimir Mesteviris. Okay. ଆପଣ ଯଦି କଣ୍ଟେଣ୍ଟ ଭଲ ଅଛି ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ଲାଇକ୍ ସବସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ। ଏଇ ଯେଉଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଷୋଳଟା ବୁକ୍ ଦେଖାଉଛି ଆପଣ ଏତେ ନ ପଢ଼ିକି ଆପଣ ଆମ ପାଖରେ ଯେଉଁ OSSC ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ଲେସେସିର ଇ ବୁକ୍ ଆମ ଆଭେଲେବଲ୍ ଅଛି ଆପଣମାନେ ସେଟାକୁ ଆପଣମାନେ ଏଇ ଯେଉଁ ଭିଡ଼ିଓ ଚାଲୁଛି ଆପଣମାନେ ସେଠୁ ଏଇ ଯେଉଁ ଭିଡ଼ିଓ ଆପଣ ଦେଖୁଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣ ଟିକେ ତଳୁ ତଳୁ ଖସିଯିବେ ଆପଣ ଦେଖିପାରିବେ ସେଠି ଆପଣଙ୍କର କମେଣ୍ଟ ସେକ୍ସନରେ ବୁକ୍ର ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଇଏ ଅଛି ଲିଙ୍କ୍ ଅଛି ଆପଣ କ୍ଲିକ୍ କରିକି ଆପଣମାନେ ଡାଉନଲୋଡ଼ କରିକି ଦେଖିପାରିବେ। ଓକେ ନେକ୍ସଟ ଚାଲନ୍ତୁ ଦେଖିବା ବିଭିନ୍ନ ଟେଷ୍ଟ ସିରିଜ୍ ବି ଲିଙ୍କ୍ ବି ଦେଇପାରିବେ। ନେକ୍ସଟ ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ ୱାଜ୍ ଦ ଥିମ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଦ 77 ରିପବ୍ଲିକ୍ ଡେ ପ୍ୟାରେଡ୍ 2026? ସେଟା ହେଉଛି 150 years of ବନ୍ଦେ ମାତରମ୍। ତାପରେ ହ୍ୱିଚ୍ ଫର୍ମର୍ ଚିଫ୍ ମିନିଷ୍ଟର ଅଫ୍ କେରଲା ୱାଜ୍ ଆୱାର୍ଡେଡ୍ ଦ ପଦ୍ମଶ୍ରୀ ପଦ୍ମବିଭୂଷଣ ପୋଷ୍ଟମର୍ଟମ ସେଟା ହେଉଛନ୍ତି PS ଅଚ୍ୟୁତାନନ୍ଦନ। ନେକ୍ସଟ Which Indian tennis legend received the Padma Bhushan in 2026? ସେ ହେଉଛନ୍ତି ବିଜୟ ଅମୃତରାଜ। Mark Tully, who passed away at the age of 90, was associated with which profession? ସେ ହେଉଛନ୍ତି journalism. Okay, former PBC bureau chief ଥିଲେ। ତାପରେ which Indian hockey goalkeeper was awarded the Padma Shri in 2026? Savita Punia. And which international organization had two of his top leaders attended Republic Day Parade 2026 as chief guest for the first time? European Union. ତାପରେ which two women officers of the Indian Navy were awarded for the Surya Chakra? Lieutenant Colonel Dylan K and Lieutenant Colonel Rupa A. Okay, next is which AI model released by the NASA confirmed 370 new exoplanets? Exominar plus. Which team won the Hockey India League HIL 2026 titles? Kalinga Lancers. Odisha Which ministry's tableau showcased the theme 150 years of Bande Mataram at the Republic Day Parade? Ministry of Culture. तापरे Hemilyxium indicum recently discovered in the Indian Himalaya region is related to which category? Mushroom. तापरे which state officially declared the Bacillus tabacis as the state microorganism? Kerala. तापरे which corps of the Indian Army represent its animal contingent during the Republic Day Parade? সেটা হচ্ছে remote and veterinary corps. Which historic Mir Alam reservoir is located in the which city? সেটা হচ্ছে হায়দ্রাবাদ। তারপরে সেপা হিলজাট wildlife sanctuary is located in which of the state? Tripura. তারপরে which is the IUCN Red List status for the pygmy hog? সেটা হচ্ছে critically endangered. তারপরে which foreign military contingent participated in the past time in the 77 Republic Day Parade? European Union. তারপরে India recently concluded a negotiation for a historic free trade agreement called the mother of all deal with which union European Union তারপরে which is state celebrate the first anniversary of the implementation of the Uniform Civil Code IUCC on 2007 January 26 Uttarakhand তারপরে what is the unique feature on the census 2026 regarding the data collection past digital census. Professor V. Kama Koti recently awarded the Padma Shri in the director of which institute IIT Madras. Hindalco Industry announced a $3.2 billion expansion project for an aluminum smelter in the West state, Odisha. The Delhi government signed an MOU with which entity to provide collateral-free loans up to 10 crore for MSMEs, CGT, MSc. After which school won the first prize in the National Model Youth Gram Sabha Award in JNB category, that was JNB UNA Himachal Pradesh. তারপরে which school won the first prize in the EMRS category of the Model of the Youth Gram Sabha Award, EMRS Kusambadura, Chhattisgarh. তারপরে Mir Haji Kasam recently awarded the Padma Shri is associated with musical instrument Dholak. According to the All India Football Federation, the I League will be renamed as Indian Football League IFL. Which new mobile app was launched by the UDI for age verification without sharing excessive personal data? Such Aadhaar app. Which state launched India's first dedicated menopause clinic in government hospital, Maharashtra? Who was appointed as the Supreme Court as the mediator for the 120-year-old Sri Devaraj Swami temple dispute in Tamil Nadu? Justice Sanjay Kisan Kaul retired generally. Which new rules were notified to replace the decade-old waste management regime? Solid waste management SWM rules 2026. According to the Economic Survey 2025-26, what is the projected real GDP growth rate for India for financial year 2026-27? 6.8 to 7.2%. Who is the Chief Economic Advisor SDEA of India under whose supervision Economic Survey 25-26 was prepared? B. Ananta Nageswaran. Who has been elected as the new mayor of the Chandigarh Municipal Corporation? Saurabh Joshi. Which two states signed an MOU to supply Yamuna River water underground pipelines? Haryana and Rajasthan. Michael Knopf, who recently passed away, was the former head coach of which Indian national team men's hockey team? Which new UGC rules designated to prevent caste-based discrimination were recently stated by the Supreme Court? UGC Promotion of Equity in Higher Education Institution Regulation 2026. Which Indian Manipuri film was nominated in the Best Children and Best Film category for BAFTA Film Awards 2026? Bong. Which new health-linked pension scheme was PFRDA recently launched out NP स्वास्थ्य पेंशन स्कीम. आपन कंटेंट भल लाଗୁଛି निश्चय लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब करନ୍ତୁ एई इबुक कोड आपन नवा पई आपन जन चाहउछ निश्चय नामरे मते 89379311 नंबर मते WhatsApp करि परिबे. ता सहित ओडिशा महापैक जदि आपन चाहउछनी ताले निश्चय नामरे अडा एप्लीकेशन नै पारंती वाईफाई नेटवर्क प्रोड्यूस करले मैक्सिमम डिस्काउंट पाइबे. वीडियो पोस्ट करी आपन डिटेल्स पढि नंतु कोन कोन आपन को ओडिशा महापैक रे मिलिबो. आज कंटेंट जदि भल निश्चय नामरे लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब करिबे. थैंक यू सो मच.